Okay, as of recent, a lot of people ask me what is the number one way, Bashir, that I can get ahead in life, and I'm just gonna tell you what it is, simply straight and frank in this video, right? Because if you aren't able to do this, quite literally, you might not be a pussy, but you look like a pussy, and I'm gonna think you're a pussy, right? If you can't do this, right? If you can't do what I'm telling you, now let me tell y'all a story, right? And you already seen the title. It's about bulking, right? Obviously, this is gonna be about bulking, but a lot of this information is gonna be important. It's gonna be something you never heard before, and someone's gonna talk to you like a big brother, like fuck I should, right? But listen, when I was younger, right? I used to be bullied, not necessarily bullied like in the sense where everybody was taking advantage of me, everyone was unfair, right? But people would try to come after me and try to test my masculinity, right? I would always end up having to fight back. I was always be like, why are people like testing me, right? This was in high school, not as much in middle school, but this was in high school, right? And I was like 130, right? I remember I even had this one girl. She told me that she was stronger than me. She told me she thought she was stronger than me. And people put their like fucking they do the thing where they put their hand around my wrist and shit like that. People do all that type of shit to me, right? People tell me I need to eat. People tell me I don't produce any body heat because they tell me that I was too skinny, right? And to that I have to tell you, right? Until I bulked up, until I started eating the right amount, I was viewed as a pussy, right? And you're gonna be viewed as a pussy if you cannot bulk up. And let me explain to you why. Because if you cannot eat food, right, it means you are physically and mentally weak. If you can't eat enough food to go against the grain of you being a hard gainer, it means that you are physically and mentally weak, and maybe even spiritually weak. A lot of these things are like, of course that you're skinny, right? And of course that's like, it doesn't look like much, but a lot of times it might be symptoms of other things, right? Eating disorders actually exist, right? For me, like, I was an anorexic, right? But I hated fucking eating. And you don't necessarily need to eat like all the time, right? But if you are not an unhealthy weight, if you're like 120, 130, if you're like looking like a freaking pile of pile of sticks, right? If you're looking like a pile of sticks, right, there is something wrong with your the way your relationship with food, right? Of course, same goes for somebody who's obese, right, or somebody who's overeating, right? But if you don't have a good relationship with food, if you don't look a nice healthy weight, there quite literally is something wrong with you, right? And I'm going to tell you some benefits of bulking, right? And these are going to be 4 benefits to bulking that you should start, right? Because I'm telling you, people look at you as a pussy if you're not able to bulk up. Number one, the first benefit to bulking is gonna be status, right? You want status, I want status, but we don't know how to get it, right? The first status symbol that people are gonna look at is the shape of your body. Are you shaped like a fucking V, right? If you are, do you have muscle on you, right? That's gonna be the first status symbol that people look at you. They're gonna be like, why the fuck should I listen to this guy? Inherently, we still have our lizard brain. So inherently, primarily, we're gonna look at somebody and be like, oh, he's strong, he's fit, he has vitality in him. I should listen to him because he knows what he's talking about, right? Even if somebody who's fat, even if somebody who's skinny is saying some of the best game ever, they're telling you whatever the fuck you want to hear, right? They're telling you the best knowledge on making money, making an invention or something like that. You're going to look at them, you're going to be like, I don't know if I should listen to you because you're fucking fat, right? It just happens like that. Are you fucking skinny? It just happens like that. So you got to be able to know that whenever you bulk up, right, it's gonna give you a bunch of status. And honestly, feels weird when people start treating you like that if you've never been treated like that your whole life. Because I'm telling you, I used to be 130 pounds, right? I don't look it because I'm sexy now, but a young nigga used to be 130 pounds. When I was that weight, right, people would literally disregard me. They would disrespect me until I bulked up, and it was kind of weird. Like when people started treating me different, right? When people started believing that I was more attractive, and the first step to changing your body is going to be changing your identity. You got to be like, I'm a bulky man. Because there's going to be times where you don't fucking want to eat, right? You don't feel like eating, but you got to go against the grain. And you got to change your identity for that. But number 2, right? The second benefit of bulking, right, is going to be female attraction. Now, if you want female attraction, if you struggle with female attraction, if you struggle with getting Tinder matches, if you struggle with getting dates with girls telling you no, girls flaking on you, I got the solution for you, right? Bulking. Now, what is bulking gonna do for this, right? like I said, the first thing that people see is your physique. This kind of goes with status, but when women see your physical status and they're like, literally, I will give you a best example. Literally, I was just outside right now. I know my girl's gonna see this shit, be like, what the fuck? But like, I was just outside right now, and then like this girl sitting down at the pool. I was walking, I was gonna go sit my feet in the pool, right? So then, and I did that for like a 15-minute break from my work. I'm working right here, right? You feel me? But you can see right there a little bit. Look, so anyways, I walk outside and and I just look, right? I'm just looking at my surroundings, and this girl is just staring at me. I look at her, I'm like, and she looks at me, I'm like I look at her and I'm like, okay, I look away. And then like I'm like still walking and she's still looking at me. She's eyeing me down. Shit like that will happen. And if you're a guy and you haven't had choosing signals, right? This is gonna sound fucking crazy to you, but girls will literally eye you fucking down, right? Girls will literally approach you. They will literally try to talk to you. They will do whatever it is to get close to you if you are bulking, right? If you start getting that nice bulky physique, right? And it's gonna take you like a year or two, bro. It's okay. Sacrifice. I'm telling you, there's nothing better that anybody's doing, like partying, drinking, and all that shit. Get rid of it. There's nothing better that anybody's doing than you, right? If you come to the party, right? If you sacrifice 1 or 2 years, you come to the party, right? All of a sudden, all the dudes get mad because all the hoes want you. I'm telling you, right? The shit it really happens, right? And I speak from experience, right? People say that I think that like I just came out like this and my genetics let me come out looking sexy, right? But nah, like I used to not get as many choosing signals, right? Walking around, and it's literally because of my body, right? And and the reason why I say it's because my body is because your body will literally, it's the next bulking benefit, right? It's gonna change the shape of your face. Y'all see my face looks muscular, right? My face used to be more like angular, right? And the reason why is because actually it's gonna raise your testosterone, and when it raises your testosterone, it's gonna give you that more of that boxy head shape. And the reason why is because that sign is of high testosterone. Having an angular shape is signs of low testosterone. So it's gonna raise your testosterone, and it's going to give you a more of an angular face, or not angular face, a boxy face. It's gonna give you that more chiseled look. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna make you look a whole lot better, right? And the fourth benefit, I'm gonna give y'all a bonus one because I know y'all boys like it. It's more important than all of them, right? But the fourth one is that it's gonna raise your testosterone. Obviously, I just mentioned that, but it's gonna raise your testosterone. When it raises your testosterone, my boy, you're not gonna take as much shit from people as you used to, right? You're gonna be way more attractive to women, right? You're gonna people can smell testosterone off of you, right? You're gonna have way more discipline. You're gonna be way faster, way stronger. You're gonna have way more energy. And that is the biggest part for me. Like, I remember when I used to be lethargic, when I used to have bad relationships with food and bad mental health, right? I used to not be able to fucking get up, right? I used to fucking be like, oh, I can't do this work. And I would never fucking know why. And it's because I was never eating enough. This shit pisses me off. But I was never fucking eating enough. And when I started eating again, when I started eating a good amount, then immediately the shit changed. I had a bunch of fucking energy. I never felt like this in my life. But I have a bunch of fucking energy. I don't hurt. My bones don't hurt. I can do squats, right? When I was a skinny ass motherfucker, I couldn't even do squats. My fucking legs would hurt. My fucking legs would hurt, So if you don't do this shit, you're a fucking pussy, because this is the only way for a skinny man. This is the only way for us hard gainers. This is the only way for us, right, to gain up. If you're not a fucking 10 out of 10 motherfucker who looks like a straight out the fucking jump, even if you're skinny, then this is the only fucking option for you. You need to fucking bulk up. So listen the fuck up, you pussy. But the fifth option, or the most important, is that it's gonna attract the presence of God. And a lot of people were asking me, how the fuck does it, excuse my language, I don't want to cuss in the Lord's name in vain, right? But how the heck does it attract the Lord's presence, right? This is how it attracts the Lord's presence. I'm gonna tell you, right? The way that it attracts the Lord's presence is like so, right? According to the book Outwitting the Devil, this is what I'm going after, right? And this is just what my own experiences with God. God is attracted to the strong, right? If you are weak, if you are giving in, if you are giving into your pleasures, if you are giving into letting Satan be susceptible to you, Satan is attracted to the weak people, right? People who can't do it on their own. People who just want the fast, easy shit. Like people who take steroids, people who do drugs, people who sign record deals with the devil, you know, with that 360 deal shit. You know, that's when Satan's attracted to you. But when you're hard working, you know, when you're doing your thing, when you're making your business starting from the fucking bottom, when you're bulking up, you know, when you're getting physically stronger, you know, literally God approached me. Like it was people, they approached me. I was in the point where I didn't even believe in God, right? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was at a point where I didn't believe in God, but God approached me. So I'm telling y'all, whenever you're bulking up, God is gonna be attracted to you. It's your boy Backstage. Make sure you join the Backstage gang. Hit that subscribe button down below. Let me know what your favorite bulk benefit is. I love y'all boys. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.